Hi there, Selective Collective. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining me on this. Well, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I hope so. Had a lot of things happen in regards to these two very horrible plane crashes. So, yes, continue sending out your love energy to people affected. Is what is required right now or being asked of you. So I'm getting on here today because I do follow a lot of Dolores Cannon's work. You know, she's passed away, but she does have a lot of really interesting work that I tend to agree with a lot of the things, conclusions she came up with. She wrote a ton of books and has a lot of lectures still on YouTube if you watch it. But my interest was in her quantum healing technique because I'm just like everybody else, and it's not everybody has $500 to $1,000 to get a practitioner to help them with some type of quantum healing. But there are other ways that we can tap into being able to heal ourselves at a quantum level. And so I was just wanted to talk a little bit about those ways. You've probably heard of the word Qigong, or the two words Qigong. Qi representing that energy flows through your body and spirit. More specifically, the energy is controlled by your breathing and your eating. More specifically, Gong means that over time, the effort that you put in has significant benefits for you. So that's just a practice of mindfulness, and you can look it up, the exercises, mindfulness. Meditation is always a really good start. When we quiet our mind, get into different types of meditation. There's transcendental meditation where some people like repeating a certain mantra, and some people really love that type of meditation. There's all kinds of different ways to meditate. There's on a quantum level that's part of your healing. When it comes to quantum eating, healing and eating, then it has to do with everything from the frequency and to the vibration of the foods that you eat. So we can probably guess what that means. So a variety of different colors, a variety of different frequencies. They do different things. They, nutrients, provide different nutrients to the body. That's another way you can aid or assist in your quantum healing. I could have said what quantum healing was in the very beginning, couldn't I? Oh gosh, I'm going to have to do it in my own words here for sure. Quantum healing. When there are certain things that are causing illnesses or certain events to repeat in our life, and sometimes it's not all just due to a fact that we're not learning a lesson, right? Sometimes it's due to a lot of times subconscious is controlling things. We have past life things that we bring that information with us through ourselves, and subconsciously until something is healed. So on a quantum level, it's like healing past life or even a future life. Actually, if you want to get really deep into it, it'd be like healing an aspect of yourself that doesn't have an exact apparent cause. It's buried deep within a subconscious, so programming or wiring, even down to illnesses. If you look up the Dolores Cannon, of course this is a theory, so you have to go in with open heart, open mind, and then decide for yourself what resonates for you. But massive healing happens and takes place when we get this mindfulness of who we are through meditation. We have also sound sound therapy, where we're getting ultimately the goal is to get our frequency and our vibration lined up to something peaceful is how I look at it. So tuning ourselves in. You can use tuning forks. You can use singing bowls. I personally like binaural beats. So you can look up different types of hertz through binaural beats for your healing. That also is going to provide healing and help you to release blocks in all different areas. In all different areas, so in all the different chakras and all different areas of our energetic system, and on a quantum level, you're healing things from past and future lives. So we got over eating, we have sound, we have, of course, I don't want to leave out earthing, right? I don't want to leave out earthing. Earthing is probably, wow, one of the best ways to recalibrate our the magnetic forces within our body. Like the best way to get ourselves realigned is probably through nature. They're actually, taking your shoes off every now and then and getting into the grass if you can. And if you can't get out in nature, then to do like a meditation where you are. The mind can make something very real for us. Is there anything I'm forgetting here? Because there's so many different ways. So meditation is the main one. Breathing, eating, frequency, sound. You're essentially working on healing, being at peace in the body that you're here. And then all of these things on the outside that are seemingly happening to us will shift and change. And so you could say, all right, maybe I'm working on maybe I've been having a lot of creativity issues. My stomach's a mess or whatever. We might go into the sacral, like a chakra area. We might be able to remove money blocks just because of a certain area. What if your throat chakra is what's causing you to have a money block? It's not one specific place that has, but they're all tied in. You could have more of one problem or issue with one chakra versus another just because. So it is worth, I think, exploring, clearing those things out. All right, sublimination is what I've got. I have silver, a very divine feminine energy here. Sublimination is like you taking flight, taking off, something taking off, you transcending possibly what we're talking about in the sense of transcending the issues that are here because of things that we necessarily can't always see why they're here happening to us. So we'll be transcending this, transcending our problems, transcending our concerns. The silver card is sometimes having something to do with luxuries, divine feminine. It's about receiving, but there's also another message with silver. I like to point out silver is in biblical text too, for allowing the creator of this great place to remove the darkness from our life and refine us like fine silver. And that might be difficult, or it might not feel the best, but it's like being refined so that you can receive more than what you have in the past. Glass. Another divine feminine. Ooh. And the moon. We have 1, 2, 3 cards for receiving and divine feminine energy. The glass is usually talking about your focus, but I'm getting heavily watched over. That you are heavily watched over right now. Well, vitriol. The moon, the sap of the moon plant, and the silver is related to the moon energy, divine feminine. Let's get one more for right down here, the bottom. One more for the bottom. your harvest. Oh, and transcending, changing timelines, breaking free from past karma, past life things that we haven't, or future life things that we can resolve, and then have things absolve for us. So this is a harvest of some sort. It is a harvest of some sort. I'm going to pull from my crucial heaven or hell oracle to see. So, could have somebody, I mean, I'm feeling like heavily watched over, but it is also about your focus. I would say get ready to receive. Something looks a lot better than with this autumn card. I need to take off my sweater. It always gets hot. Always gets hot. All right. Intellectual talent. Intellectual talent. Your focus. Your mental, not just acuity, but your mental faculties, abilities. Tell us more about what you want to say. Selective Collective, the people that are drawn to the Selective Collective series. I will be putting this in a separate playlist because it's not really about signs. This group isn't about signs. Yeah. Oh, wow. Intellectual talent, again, is on the bottom. So definitely, there's a higher order angel, Lekabel, I think, 31, which is also, we associate with the, the King of Swords. So in discipline. So I would say that makes sense. Intellectual talent here is really wanting to be seen. Prosperity, 43. Now, on the other side, you could have an influence that is like, it says fall of empires. So there's a fallen angel here that's like, everything's falling and you're not going to be prosperous. And then there's this higher order angel saying, no, you have exceptional intellectual talent. You stray away from greed. Therefore, you're in alignment for prosperity. 43. Prosperity. And that's what this autumn card means. I think you need to be ready to receive on a real tangible level here. Oh yes, divine forgiveness. I forgot about that. That's another way to increase your quantum self-healing ability. Would be your not just setting intentions, but your compassion for yourself. So you're constantly affirming things that are positive to yourself and allowing yourself grace, divine forgiveness, forgiving yourself, not being too hard on yourself. Do not be deceived about what you are. Oh, you have redemption. Wow. Yeah, purging the darkness from our lives, leading us to redemption. Sounds good to me. And healing. On the bottom, healing. Yeah. So, redemption, prosperity, intellectual talent, divine forgiveness, and healing. A new beginning is showing up. There, of course, would be another energy opposing this energy of a new beginning, right? It's Baal. That's a big one. Baal. Anger. Trying to make you look at a circumstance, and instead of having compassion for yourself for whatever it is that you're going through, having anger, turning it around in an opposite direction. And so they're saying to hold tight to this number one, the new beginning energy from your higher order angel. Refuge. Seeking refuge. Seeking refuge and indiscretion and untruth on the other side. Seeking refuge. In divine comfort, I think. Seeking refuge in divine comfort. So the new beginning, where was it? Yeah, new beginning, endings and rebirth. 72. That's interesting because this is this is interesting. We have it's like your divine guardians here are watching you go from start to finish, the beginning and the end, the death and the rebirth. There's 72 Kabbalistic higher order angels that are corresponding 72 Goetia fallen angels, and I have 1 and 72, and this is endings and rebirth, and this is new beginnings. So it's like these divine helpers, I'm going to call them your divine comforters. They're helping you go full circle, or they're watching you go full circle, preparing you for like a clean slate, and also preparing you for the beginning of some type of prosperity here for you too, with this, the new season, the new experience of your life. I certainly hope so. Let's do one more over here, right underneath this moon card, please, Spirit. So the moon indicates that things are not clear, but we do, and all of these other energies, but we do know we're about to receive the goodness here. Yeah, purification on the bottom. We're about to receive the goodness of everything. I have 23 healing capacity, so they are definitely wanting to point out to you that you have this quantum healing ability through yourself to do it yourself. And healing is coming out now, and healing capacity. You have the intellectual talent to do this. Seek refuge. The kingdom like being inside of you. So seek refuge within yourself. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. This might get a little messy up here. This might get a little messy. Two of Earth, a decision. The Hermit, going within. The Two of Earth, balance, change and balance. Two changes. Hermit, going with, this is you seeking what's within. Seeking what's within. The Seven of Water, your choices. So you, look, you're going to have many choices actually here. Choosing wisely too about, in general, how you're treating yourself at this time. Not all is clear. That is obvious with this Seven of Water. Not all is clear, but we're seeing that. We are definitely seeing that in the world, that all is not clear about everything that's necessarily happening. The things in our environment. The things on the news. What's real, what's not, what's an illusion, what's being staged, but what's not. Where to place your care, right? Also the choices and decisions we make about what we put into our bodies. The Seven of Cups. Whoa, we have the Star. I have the Star. I think this is even related to the, I'm going to have to put it more with this intellectual talent. I mean, other than the fact that you're a starseed, light worker, however you really want to look at it, you're something special. You're the star. And so your desires were only put into your heart because they have already existed, or they already exist somewhere. They've only been put into your heart because you're capable. And I do feel a heavy energy around where circumstances and influences are trying to knock us off from believing that like major healing is possible so that we can actually achieve what our desires in our heart are telling us that we want. What we're wanting to experience here. What me, you've probably had many different lifetimes, and you kind of know what you want to experience, what you're kind of done with maybe too, what you don't want to experience any more of. So some of you all really stand out with the star energy here, standing out, you know, from the crowd. The Magician. Yeah, I think this is an influence. Because of it coming out in the reverse, I think there's an influence that's trying to... untruth. That's trying to, like, say... We're trying to make people feel not as inspired, is what I feel like. And so we have to figure out how to turn that Magician back into the upright. We're going to have to figure out how to motivate ourselves in a difficult time, in a difficult season. How to motivate oneself, especially when there's other, because this card can speak of other influences when it's in the reverse. Influencing our choices. Wow, they're really saying with this card too, and this card, like they're really saying you're the, so give yourself more responsibility for your healing is what they're saying, because I have healing. The Magician was in the reverse, other than the fact that this can also be influences trying to make you feel less motivated, not as inspired. The cards are suggesting that there is major healing here that you as a Magician can do yourself. And so to focus on that, Four of Air, focus on that. For some of you all, it's like a disengage and a timeout. Focus on that. But know that whatever the ailment, whatever the block, whatever the constant repeat of a situation is that's stopping you from achieving what you really desire, what you really want, which is to shine bright like a star, then heal it. Then heal it, because they have absolute confidence in you that you've been given the tools and the abilities to do that. This is healing. Four of Air is about healing. So good. I'm glad. I'm glad that this is like agreeing with the topic here. Tell me about Two of Earth choices. Three of Air choices. World in reverse. Ace of World in reverse. Alright, I'll put it up, but I'm going to read it how I read it. I think this is about healing your heart space. Closing out a chapter. Because the Three of Air can be like... do we carry around the darkness of pain from heartbreak? Do we carry it around? Leaving an open chapter in our life? Is that the main block? And they're saying you have a choice as to whether carry this with you or do you want to close it out. End of a season, right? End of a season. Your choice. Page of Earth. Oh. Oh, the new type of thing to invest, the new investment, or something new to invest in. Eight of Earth and the Wheel of Fortune. So the choice also has to do with what else are you going to invest in here, and how are you going to spend your time? What are you going to decide to work on? Eight of Earth. It's a mastery level here. Some sort of mastery level, and you can accumulate a lot with this energy. It's the busy bee. Planting the new seed, allowing the new to come in. And here's this new season, new cycle, the Wheel of Fortune, where we will feel fortunate. I feel like it's bringing in prosperity, and we have two Earth or Pentacle energies here. So I think it brings in that. We'll pull from the Siren song. Some of you all wish to relocate, and there's a house here. Some of you all are ascending and feeling good, elevating yourself, and it feels rather new, this sturdy foundation that you're building around your body, mind, and spirit. It's new, like it's strong. It's what you built. Like, though you may feel weak, sometimes you're actually very, very strong, and you've made a lot of progress. Yeah, the parlor. That's nice. It's a nice little fireplace. 2 chairs, fireplace. Time out to sit, to rest, to converse with somebody. It's about time to yourself, maybe with somebody else, but it's definitely about, the lily here is about your satisfaction and happiness in life. You should be expecting that. Sometimes this is about just needing to have a certain room that you go to where you're not going to be disturbed, you know. Sometimes it's about that. We have the old you, the Siren one, the old you, the unhealed you, the unhealed. What about the older version of ourselves? What about it? The person who would stay in sadness or despair longer than necessary, prevent themselves from their own manifestations, subconscious blocks, or lack of compassion for yourself. That's an old you. I see the garden as this card is literally healing in nature, healing healing in nature. I mean, it's that. Another card that talks about something being a brief illness or a brief unhealthy period in our life. And some of you all are experiencing this on many different levels. Actual physical illnesses, financial struggle, unhealthy partnerships that you might still be attached to or in. It's healing an unhealthy situation. Oh wow, on top of the autumn card is the sudden wealth card. Beautiful. Whoa. And the house card. Seven, 7, 7. Lucky. Another 7. Message. 777. I'm getting on that. And a message. Maybe something about a message regarding a house or finances or a healthy situation or partnership coming up for you when you're ready to not take the heartache with you. You have this new cycle, and it could involve who you are getting to know, someone that wants to get to know you. Unexpected income, 27. Choices, decisions. Ostrich trap. I would say this might be associated with an older version of ourselves, possibly an influence also in the environment. The ostrich trap, avoidance, closed-mindedness, refusing to face reality, evade, feeling threatened, fake out, inhibit, fear-based thinking, steering clear, run for cover, just a conspiracy theory. Tell me more about the ostrich trap. I have the ballet shoes. Endurance, talent, repetition, effort required. Okay. A balancing act, expertise. It's like somebody that's not giving themselves enough credit for the expert that you actually are in this body. The perseverance that you have, the stamina, the fortitude, the spiritual strength that you have. It's like of not giving yourself enough credit that no matter what you face, you're going to be able to face it like a master, like an ascended master with poise and grace too. Tell me more about this. So this is about Empress on the bottom. This is about the new journey here with the Fool. Not being closed off, keeping on going and getting ready to experience this new. The Fool is enlightened. The 7 rays might have something to do with you specifically. Maybe if you do Reiki or something like that. But you're here to create, right? Empress, very creative, ready to receive love, give love, very mentally sharp, passionate, and they have a cornucopia. What they make, it gets big. It goes big. It grapes abundance. That's the Empress. What you create will create abundance with her. The 2, Pioneer. Boldness, destination, or bust. The cutting edge, the long journey, true grit, uncharted territory. Got your 6. Woo! We have this fiery energy here. Book burning. Censorship, silencing, control, discord, canceled, persecute, suffocate, destroyed heritage, limiting freedom, constraint, rewrite history, mind games, changing the narrative, or burning the book on this past chapter. And this ready for the prosperity to begin. So got your team, because you're on a team of groups of soul tribes here to pioneer things with your intellectual abilities and also your divine comforters here. Friendship, soul group, third person, contact, relate, network, show up, hang out, meet in person, social media, interpersonal relationships, friendliness. Oh, you might be here to challenge the status quo with the declaration, defiance, reclaiming power, sovereignty, going off, pioneering, challenging the status quo. I love that card. Well, deeper meaning, community, hidden emotions, nourishing, woo, kerosene, aggressive, accelerate, ignite. This is what we're doing with this book burning. Propel, hot. Hot. I have the timing card of the new moon within this reading. We have so many moon references. So within 1 to 3 months. Bodybuilder, another card that says you're extremely strong here. You have a lot of power and influence, and mastery level. So let's pull some of these smaller cards and then the angel number messages, and we'll wrap it up. Assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is ripe for a soulmate connection. Also says birth of a child, also likely. Such a strange message to come with assert yourself, but okay. Positive work outcomes. Consistent efforts will bring in rewards. A major purchase is worth making. Believe. Magic is there when you believe. Dream big things that you can achieve. You will get signs. Signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself, and any doubt or confusion you have will soon disappear. Another card about your friends. Your friends. All the love your light extends, its reflection is in your chosen friends. Travel. Of all the things you can do, travel is in the cards for you. Celebrate. The time is right to jump out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around. I split it at the I'm a Pioneer card. So definitely a pioneer. Paving a new path. Number 9. It is your compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to helping the greater good, and you have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you're being of service. Lucky. 777. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in flow. And 0. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. So that's what I have for you, Selective Collective. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.